So I wanted to share a couple of specific tips for the public sector, particularly as you look to land a leadership role in that space. So first things first, when you're applying for a role in the public sector, you really want to ensure that not only do you have a really professional looking resume, but that you also have a cover letter that is clear and concise. Now, in the private sector, I would say you don't need a cover letter. You don't need to devote your time and attention to that. But public sector, for whatever reason, a cover letter is pretty important. Beyond that, when you get to the interview phase of a public sector job opportunity, oftentimes you are going to be interviewed by a panel. And I've seen panel sizes go up to 22 people as an executive recruiter. So that can be pretty overwhelming. Even if you have a panel of 8, that can be overwhelming. And so what do you want to do so that you can calm your nerves and you can present your best self? Well, I always recommend hiding your self view, first of all, but then looking directly at the camera. So when you are looking directly at the camera, when you're answering questions in a panel interview, you're making eye contact, or you're simulating eye contact, but you're not getting distracted by panel members who have poor virtual meeting hygiene. And what does that mean? If you're one of a panel of 8 and you're not asking questions, it could be easy to start looking at your phone, doing other things, just simply because everybody is busy and they're not thinking about the impact of their behavior. But you don't want that behavior to knock you off track. So what you can do is just put it on speaker view so that you're just looking at one person, probably the person that asked you the interview question, or look directly at the camera. And then finally, when it comes to offer negotiation, you're in a little bit of a different boat than the private sector, because if you're in Ontario, you have access to the public sector salary disclosure, or the Sunshine List. So before entering into offer negotiation, you always want data at your fingertips. You want to see what your peers are making in the space, and then you use those figures to ground your range when you start entering into offer negotiations. So those are my tips. If you would love some help navigating this process, you can reach out to me. I'm Heather Spiegel. I'm a career coach and founder of Hidden Squirrel Consulting, and I can be reached at heather@hiddensquirrel.net.